Hello everyone and welcome back to Ledesia. We are here with our brand new sim, Caleb Sulfur. He's an awesome sim that was submitted to me by a viewer, which is so much fun. It's so fun when you guys do that. Viewer Caleb, I hope I pronounced your name right, and I'm very excited. Hey Caleb. Oh, he's tripping over his little jump rope. There you go, dude. But this is going to be one of our first episodes of Ledesia behind the scenes. Because, you know, we're not going to be focusing too much on actually doing things today. Sorry, Caleb. We're gonna scoot you over because he needs a house. He has no house, and I've been looking at this little spot. This is some prime property right here. This right here is sprouted, so this is going to be a fantastic place to come by and get your organic fruits and veggies. Basically like the grocery store for Ledesia, sans any of the processed stuff. I guess we're gonna have to need another store for that. Here's the sheriff's house, so you know the security is going to be great. It's going to be cool when she finally gets her stable and has her horse and her Great Dane and everything. And then, let's see, this is Mr. Thornbur's house, Garrett Thornbur. And we've got, just like, there's the parks down the street over here, actually. There's Mango Mine's daycare, the library is right down here, the chess hall. So, you know, you've got, this is some nice property, especially if you're just a single guy coming here to Ledesia. Caleb's got a pretty cool backstory, so let's actually scooch him. Caleb, you're gonna come over here. Come on, come on. You gotta get out of the way. We're gonna try to build you a house in about 20 minutes. And actually, I'm gonna make it an apartment, only I don't play The Sims 2 apartments the way that they came with Apartment Life. I just like throwing, because I like playing all the Sims on the lot at the same time. So, what I do is I actually just kind of build it so they're mock apartments, and then try to keep track of each Sim's individual wealth, so it doesn't get mixed up when they bring it home and throw it into the communal pot. So we're going to see if we can build kind of a mod apartment complex, like a really small one, probably maybe 1, 2, 3 apartment houses here. I might have to get rid of this tree. Tree, I think you might be in the way, which is a pity. I like you, tree. We'll see what we can do. Might have to take you out and install some new trees. This is actually a neighborhood tree, so I can't even mess with it right now. But that's okay. But we're gonna try to get kind of like 3 nice little mod apartments installed in here during the course of this episode, and just do like a quick little building thing. Let's see. So if we're gonna do 3 apartments, let's just start with this. But yeah, so basically, this is just Ledesia behind the scenes, kind of as I'm working on stuff. I did want to talk to you guys about one of the big projects that I'm working on adding to Ledesia right now, which is more lifetime wants, because I think that it's kind of silly. Let's see, we're going to make a box, and then we're going to whittle the box down after I get out some measurements of how big I want the apartments to be, roughly. Okay, roughly that big. Yeah, I think that's good. And then actually I think we'll cut off this and give them like a little garden area right here. Maybe not that much. Yeah, there we go. You can do a lot with the small space if you're careful. But yeah, I think that the lifetime wants are actually pretty limited in the game. Mr. Caleb. In fact, let's finish Caleb's introduction since this is going to be his apartment place. Look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh, look at those freckles. And all the CC seems to have come through okay, which like never happens in my game when I install a sim someone's made. So I'm very happy about that. And he's got pretty eyes. I don't think I had those eyes before. So he's going to have a very unique set of eyes that get to be transferred. Oh, we should give him a secondary soon. His primary is knowledge. And I need to roll his skills. So let's roll his skills real fast. When you're an adult sim in my neighborhoods, I just don't like starting off adults with no skills whatsoever. And I also am working on skill decay in Ledesia, which means if you don't use a skill, you start losing points in it. And I think that's going to help keep my game pretty exciting and new. Alright, let's see. Skills. Randomize. Alright, so he's very good at mechanical, somewhat good at body, plenty to go with logic, creativity, charisma. That's just fine. But Caleb Sulfur, he comes with a backstory, which I love because then it gives me new material to add into Ledesia. It's always so fun, and I very much hope that I don't let you down, Caleric, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. and I don't let you down, and that however his story unfolds, it's going to be pretty good here. But Caleb here loves aliens. He's loved aliens ever since he was a kid. He grew up with his father after his parents divorced. It wasn't that nice of a divorce. He didn't really get to stay too close with his mother. She didn't think his alien thing was anything to worry about, right, Caleb? He had a best friend named Ruby who disappeared mysteriously. She loved working with Caleb, writing about aliens. They used to write up in high school these little booklets, like little journals, you know, that like kids work on in high school, to pass around, little new zines about alien facts and alien theories. And she just vanished shortly after Caleb's mom died and disappeared right off her porch, they say. So it's very suspicious, and he's always wondered where his friend has gone, but he has had to move on with his life. That means that he has done a lot of research. I'm going to go ahead and kind of lean in on this due to that giant 10 mechanical skill he just rolled, and say that he's an expert. Well, an expert in training because he's still a baby, and just a young little man here. But he's a very talented young man when it comes to telescopes. So that's what he's doing here. He works at the observatory to help maintenance the telescope up there. That's what we're going to say you do, Caleb. His current lifetime want doesn't fit any of that, though. It's help 6 pets reach the top of their career levels. That doesn't even have anything to do with knowledge. That doesn't have anything to do with his traits, which also were provided, which is wonderful. Look at how nice he is. 10 nice points. Oh, maybe he would be a good match for Natalie. Oh, Natalie needs somebody nice, but so does Jessica. It's a good thing we have a new single guy in town, right? He's a genius, he's flirty, charismatic, loves the outdoors, and he's shy. So actually, he might really be a good match for Natalie. He does like hardworking black-haired women, and that is Natalie, so we'll have to see. Maybe that was intentional, huh? But his lifetime want just doesn't fit, and that always frustrates me a little bit, because it's like, you don't want to... let's see, let's do this. It's gonna look weird, because I'm trying a modern look. You gotta make it modern. Let's see, let's do this. But yes, his lifetime want, it just doesn't fit him. And that's not fair to poor Caleb. We got something going on here. And so, how I usually try to swing that when, you know... basically what I'm saying is I'm working on new lifetime wants. The sim can say, hey, my lifetime want is have 6 pets reach the top of the career. But given Caleb's background, I would say it's much more likely that he wants to do something like the lifetime wants from Sims 3. Like, say, maybe be a creature-robot crossbreeder, or become an astronaut. You know, things like that. Or, you know, he probably would want to become an astronaut instead. So I would say that that's his lifetime want, and have him try to reach the top of, say, a custom astronaut career. So how do you fulfill a Sim's lifetime want if you made the lifetime want up? If you say this is his lifetime want to become an astronaut, and I stick him in a custom career, how do I trigger the actual lifetime want to make sure that he gets the bonus? Because Sims who complete their lifetime wants go platinum for the rest of their lives, which is a pretty nice little perk. Well, I would come and use I'm sure you guys, most of you guys all know this, it's the Sim Blender. It's an amazing tool by 2Jeff, so you can Google Sim Blender 2Jeffs and it'll take you straight to the downloads. It's amazing. You can do all sorts of things with it. I think the only thing this one doesn't do is mess with badges. But we go over here to wants, reroll my lifetime want. I need something a little more manageable. Max out 7 skills. That's potential, but let's see. Become head of SCIA. So, I'm not actually going to put him in the SCIA track, because right now I'm declaring that he loves aliens, and so his lifetime want is going to be become an astronaut, which I'm going to spell horribly wrong. There we go, I need to double check the spelling on that, because there we go, there we go. Become an astronaut, which I'm going to leave pretty open. maybe travel up to space, stuff like that. He probably wouldn't be like one of those leading astronauts. He'd be one of the mechanical tech guys that ends up going up on the ship to help make sure everything's maintained. But, you know, Ledesia has a lot of action going on with aliens, so he might start off at the observatory and then get noticed for his hard work and his loyalty and promoted up the ranks until he becomes an actual astronaut. So how would I then trigger the lifetime want? Well, I would go over here, I think it's here, yeah, into careers, and I would stick him into the intelligence career when time comes for him to go to the top of his lifetime want. And then I would stick him on level 9 of the intelligence career, which is one level before level 10, which is the head of the LSIA. And then I would have him go to work and become the head of the LSIA, so get promoted to that, and that would get him this lifetime want. But I would say, using a little imagination and elbow polish, that it was because he had reached the top of his astronaut career. Because until he reaches the top of the custom astronaut career, I'm not going to stick him into the intelligence career and give him that boost so he can trigger his lifetime want and get the little thing. I hope that makes sense. It sounds a little confusing. Basically all I'm saying is that I'll cheat to like give him the perma boost after he reaches the custom lifetime want requirements. And there's quite a few very broad ones too. It's pretty exciting. Become Master Thief, become a superstar athlete, even a blog artist. I mean, these things, they're pretty creative, so I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see. Let's get back to this real quick. Because these are just small apartments, I'm thinking. They're not going to be too big. Oh, fudge. Stop your fussing. Nothing to support it, nothing to support it. Well, yeah, I think I'll do that. Come over here. But yeah, basically, okay, and we'll remember that he has 16,000 to decorate his apartment with after we take out apartment fees too. Because we're eating into his funds while we're building here. Poor guy. But this way he can have some people move in with him. So he's not all alone. I'm almost tempted to move Kendra in here if we hadn't set up her house already. She would have probably enjoyed having an apartment, especially so close to Garrett's house. Though Kendra's house is just like right down the street, down Quayslar Lane. And then he definitely needs somewhere to like be able to pop up. I think I'm gonna give them all a 3rd story because it's still so small. They're all gonna have a 3rd story with a balcony. Because that's how we roll around here. Then we're gonna drop this one in. Can I pull off a balcony up here? I guess right here. No? Yes? Maybe so? Maybe. That's the thing with mod houses, you basically just keep making really weird shapes and see if it can work or not. And I don't think that can work, because this is a small lot, so I need to utilize as much space as possible. Maybe because they have a little more space, and they're the middle one. They don't get their own. They don't get their own balcony. Oops, there we go. Alright! I'm not a very good builder, but when I actually jump in, I tend to be a speedy builder. If you're looking for, like, amazing Sims 2 building tips and tricks, don't look here. I'm afraid I don't have any. I rely heavily on inspiration. There's some amazing blogs out there. You guys should really check out the Tumblr Sims 2 community if you're kind of stumped. If you want to be making, do I like that? Yeah, I like that. It's green, of course I like that. There's more plants involved. I always roll with more plants. There we go. Let's get up to the top. Green Green roof initiative all the way, guys. Yeah, I'm excited to have Caleb here. We need more single men to mix and mingle. Actually, Garrett Thornburg has been thinking about throwing a party. You know him. He's into actually the married ladies. That's his preference. But he was thinking about throwing a party so that, you know, he could try to get some of the singles at least hooked up. There's not enough romance going on here for his taste. Do I like that? Yeah, I like it alright. Alright. Often the point with my builds is to move quickly. Move quickly now and then come back later. If we really like what happened. Yeah, I forgot. Insignificant funds. We'll fix that. We'll also fix you having too much money if that turns out to be the case later, sir. There we go, now it's symmetrical. I didn't realize that I missed that there. That's better. Gotta have a little symmetry going on here. But yeah, so basically I'm going to go through all of the Sims 2 and Sims 3 lifetime wants, because not all the Sims 2 lifetime wants are bad ones. I actually enjoy quite a few of them. But I'm going to go through and compile all of the Sims 3 lifetime wants and put them in a randomizer, I think. Maybe give them random numbers the way I did the Sims 3 traits. Let's start with white. That's way white. Way, way, way white. I always use those tiles, or this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can I make it green? I love making things green. Green is like amazing. That's very green. Maybe it needs to be like a richer green. More sophisticated green. Oh, that's a more sophisticated green. Leave the blue on top. Not feeling it all the way just yet, but that's what experimentation is for. Maybe blue? I'm trying to remember, what is the name? This is, nope, this is Diatom, so it's definitely going to be green. This is the Diatom Apartments, and Diatoms are those amazing, adorable, itty-bitty little things that float around in algae. You might have seen up-close images of them floating around in science textbooks or just the science websites if you happen to frequent them, like I do. Ooh, 3 colors? Let's just try that out. Let's see if that suits my taste as time goes on. It looks like a cake. We can fix that. We'll throw plants on it. That's the solution. Whoa! That's the solution to everything. Alright, let's see what happens when we stick doors and windows on it. But yeah, I'm going to go through, make a list with all the lifetime wants, and then assign my, like randomize it, because the other thing is I was thinking, how would I determine who gets what kind of lifetime want? Like, if I randomize all my lifetime wants and I have my super duper good sim roll the desire to become a master thief, do I just roll with that or do I change it? So what I think I'm gonna do I have more colors in this? Do you come in white? I might take you in black, but and then doorways for these guys are in here. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this. I think I like this. That's how building goes. And I don't ever try to overthink my builds, really, because I want to play the game. And you can end up building for days and not re-emerge. Let's see, that's green. That's... Oops. Let's come back over here. No, wait, hang on. Are there windows? But yeah, I'm sort of torn. I'm not sure if I'm just going to randomize all of the lifetime wants and roll with them from there. Like if a sim really just wouldn't click with that lifetime want, not doing it. Or if I would sort the lifetime wants into ones that would be for, say, a romance sim. But then when you add in the Sims 3 traits and you add in my own twist, it gets really complicated on if those would actually apply or not. So you know what? Yep. I am just gonna keep it all random. And if I randomize it and I just know in my gut that it would not fit for that sim, then I will not feel guilty about changing it. I'll just randomize it again. I love you guys who have been following me for a long time may know this already, but those of you who are new to Ledesia, welcome. And be aware that I absolutely adore... Oh, I like those black ones so much better. I don't think those windows are gonna stay though. I think we need to change up the windows. Something like that. And then make it black. Do I have black? I'm pretty sure I have black. Definitely modern looking. Definitely modern looking. But is it a good modern? That's the question. See, we have cool windows like these that we can stick up there. Do they come in black? They come in black. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna go back to those. I overuse that window set so much though. But you know what? That just shows consistency in the building type for Ledesia, right? Right? Alright, let's get those windows stuck up there. Alright, let's get this done, guys. Those windows, or... So yeah, I'm just going to use the randomizer. It'll be up on the Ledesia Tumblr once I have figured out what I'm doing with it. Ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll leave that like that. It'll be up on the Ledesia Tumblr just like the Ledesia traits are. For those of you who don't know, I have figured out, thanks to this awesome little generator site, once upon a time, when I remember how to write code, which was a long time ago now actually, I actually did have, I did know how to write code to make random generators, but this is no longer the case. So now I'm using a site that allows you to create random generators on it. Oops, I deleted something I did not want to delete. I don't know what it was, but there we go. That's better. There we go. Alright. Alright, there we go. Much better. I can spread my windows out a little bit to think about where I want to put them. Maybe like that. Maybe. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I love randomly generated things for my Sims. That's part of how I keep the game interesting for myself. And I do make up my own challenges for my Sims as well. Like I was just saying, I am going to make it so that my Sims don't get boring by taking away their skill points. I'm still working on the mechanic for just how I'm going, like exactly how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it by implementing a random generator for each family. So every time I start a family for the week, I randomly roll and decide, like, okay, I randomly roll if something good, bad, or neutral happens to the family for the week. And then it'll also roll kind of what it's related to. Is it related to business, skills, relationships, etc.? And that'll help me guide storylines with my Sims and keep it fresh, keep it interesting for me too. That's very important. Okay, let's see. We're gonna figure out which window we want, which fancy pants window. There's so many windows to choose from. Like there's super duper fancy ones. Ooh, see, that's a fancy window. Stick a fancy window right there. And then there's a super fancy window right here. It's a three tile window though, so it's not lining up the way I was hoping it would. What about you? Whoa. Why can't you guys, why do you guys have to be 3 tile? It's such a tragedy. Okay, and I don't know, maybe we want to use, yeah, let's use these down here. That's better. Okay. Yeah, we're figuring it out, guys. Like I said, I'm not a super duper fancy or speedy builder, but I do try to get things done within a reasonable amount of time because I don't want to spend forever on building. Maybe there, maybe there, and then there. This is going to be actually a really nice apartment complex. I'm excited. Maybe we will move some other people in. There's also townies floating around. I do tend to snag the townies and try to figure out, like, oh, what's going on with you? What's your life story? I do go through with our townies, and I do assign them traits just like the Sims get, because I like messing around with the townies. They're tourists. They just kind of float in and they float out. I know, but the thing is, they've got a little bit. It's not symmetrical. I messed up somewhere. Over here. Let me see. All right. You have a bigger balcony. You have a smaller balcony. Whose balcony am I going to change? Because that's not going to work. I'm going to change, this balcony. Scooch over. That's okay, we'll fix it. So bad at telling symmetry. That's okay. Much better. There. Now it's fixed, almost. I do like the views for marble. Whoops, we're gonna have to... Oh yeah, it fixed itself. Okay, good. Dun-da-da! Time to save. Make sure we don't lose what we've started here. Always a tragedy when that happens. A deep, deep, deep tragedy. There we go. Alright. Hold still. There. But yeah, lifetime wants, random generators. I play with townies. I admit it. They can be kind of derpy sometimes, but I think that it's just fun. It's fun to see what kind of qualities they might add. What am I gonna do with you? What are you doing, Windows? Why can't you be cool, Windows? Why can't you just like have meh? Why do you have to be like that? Why do you have to be like that? Why can't you be floor tile, huh? Oh well. We'll have to creatively get around that. I don't know. Nope, too many windows. Fine. No windows for you. I'm ignoring that. Let's come around the side. I don't have any bathrooms or anything plotted out yet, but that's okay. We're gonna just mess with the windows, how they're gonna look. I think that's good. Now this side gets the same treatment. Except we're gonna try to flip it, maybe? Hey! Hey! Where do you think you're going? I want you to be the other direction, please. What is going on in there? There. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Frickin' gotta behave yourself. Alright, and then we're just gonna put down a few. Just like a handful of other windows kind of scattered about. Should you go there? There, that's better. But yeah, I play with a lot of random elements that I have just sort of taken the time to add into my game. Just with ideas mostly that have come to me over time as I've played. Wouldn't it be cool if the skills like petered off? Wouldn't it be cool if I had some sort of pop-up telling me, hey, did you know that so-and-so had a bad relationship week this week? And then I'll like have them pick a fight with their friend or something and make up a story to go with it. I don't always play with random random elements if I have ideas of my own, but you never know. It always helps. Let's see. That might be too many windows, but if that's the case, I can just take out a few and we start doing like interior stuff. There's that. Hopefully that won't look too weird on the inside. I think we're gonna have to do that. So many windows, but that's how we play in Ledesia, is we have lots of windows and lots of light.